When he was sentenced to life in prison, he had rest and prepared to die in courtroom. And its speech is considered one of the great speeches of the 20th century. He was a South African anti-apartheid revolutionary, political leader and philanthropist who served as the president of South Africa from 1994 to 1999. Yes, we're about to see less known facts about Nelson Mandela on his 100th birthday.
Which I hope to live for and achieve. But, if needs be, it is an ideal for which I am prepared to die.
Mandela's birth name was Rolihlahla. In his Xhosa tribe, the name means pulling the branch of a tree or troublemaker. The name Nelson was given to him by his teacher on his first day of elementary school. It's not clear why she chose that particular name. It was the 1920s and the African children were given English names so colonial masters could pronounce them easily. He attended Fort Hare Missionary College. However, he was expelled for organizing a strike against the white rule of the college. It was expected that Mandela would become chief of his tribe like his father, but instead he chose to study law. He studied law at the University of Witwatersrand. He had a cameo in a Spike Lee film. He had a big part in Spike Lee's 1992 biopic Malcolm X. At the very end of the movie, he plays a teacher reciting Malcolm X's famous speech to a room full of Soweto school kids.
I am Malcolm X. I am Malcolm X.
As Brother Malcolm said, we declare our right on this earth to be a man, to be a human being, to be given the rights of a human being, to be respected as a human being in this society, on this earth, in this day, which we intend to bring into existence
by any means necessary.
But the pacifist Mandela wouldn't say by any means necessary, so Lee cut back to footage of Malcolm X to close out the film. He was on the US terror watch list. Mandela wasn't removed from the US terror watch list until 2008 at the age 89. He and other members of the African National Congress were placed on it because of their militant fight against apartheid. The ANC participated in guerrilla warfare in their fight against apartheid in South Africa. So Mandela was officially labeled a terrorist, a label that stuck for decades. In school, Mandela studied law and became one of the South Africa's first black lawyers. In the 1950s, he was elected leader of the youth wing of the African National Congress Liberation Movement. When the government prohibited the ANC for racial reasons, Mandela organized a secret military movement. He had previously been involved in a peaceful protest, but when they were met with violence from the government, he went on to support an armed movement. While he was in the prison, Mandela would read William Ernest Henley's Invictus to fellow prisoners. The poem about never giving up resonated with Mandela for its lines. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. You may know it from the movie by the same name, starring Morgan Freeman as Mandela.
Only interrupt such beautiful music for something truly important. Please, welcome President Mandela.
Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance.
In 2009, the United Nations proclaimed Mandela's birthday to be Nelson Mandela International Day. The holiday asks people to spend 67 minutes doing something good for others, which represents the 67 years he spent working towards change.
I am the